Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, 5 people on Twitch already. Well, thank you for being here already. I appreciate. Um, yeah, we're gonna start a new creature today, but first, hello, Chase.
Hello, everybody. This
Hello.
creature was my idea, of
Yep,
course.
this is Chase's idea, as always. I'm gonna post, as always, in the announcement. So live now or leave. Also leave. Asking people to leave. First thing. Skull Spider. There you go. Okay, so Skull Spider. You probably noticed this is not Photoshop, although it kind of looks like Photoshop. This is Clip Studio that I also own, and since I want to try out this, I modified a little bit the thin gouache brush, and I want to try it a little bit. So I went ahead and basically changed the ink color mixing thing to be a little more to what I do. Because if I leave it to blend, let me show you what happens. So the harder I press, the darker it gets. But if I press light on that, then it does that kind of thing. So I don't like it. So if I use this sort of blend, it's a little darker to start with. But if I do this, it's kind of blending together a little better for me. So I'm going to use this and see how it goes. Skull Spider. I've got some skulls here as a reference, which should help. And some spiders, understandably. So, let's see how it goes. How are you, Chase?
I am doing well. So I was going to ask you about this. When I sent you the concept for the skull spider,
Yeah.
I kind of drew it with just the top half and I didn't give it the lower half of the jaw. Do you want to do that, or do you want to actually have the jaw be part of the design?
I'm not sure. I was thinking about it when I saw it. Maybe I can experiment around a little bit with like elongating the skull or something. Let's see. It doesn't even have to be a human skull, as you said yesterday. So, find a humanoid, maybe. We'll see. Maybe because I've got some weird Japanese with monsters, like traditional reference. Like they've got horns
All
and
right.
tusks. So, well, we'll see. I
Yeah,
guess.
I thought about adding horns too, but I kept it simple.
We shall see. And oh, Cheese is not here yet, so I cannot call him out yet for not posting the Minotaur yet. But he said tomorrow he will work on it, so we'll see. I am the one who always pushes him to do stuff, and he doesn't. So,
Yeah, he's got one day to do it, so hopefully it turns out okay.
yeah. So, I'm not sure if I want like the legs to also be bony or to be more spider-ish. I've got some black widows and tarantulas here as a kind of inspiration. So we'll see which one I want to use. So far, just a little comment on Clip Studio. I like the way Clip Studio handles strokes. It feels very different from Photoshop. It feels way more natural. I haven't really used Clip Studio a lot, apart from some generic stuff to mask areas for color. That's a lot quicker than Photoshop. But I have to admit, this is pretty good.
Yeah, to be honest, if you didn't mention that this was Clip Studio, I would have just assumed you were using Photoshop. But this is pretty nice.
It
They
is
just have a very
nice.
similar layout.
Oh yeah, it is. It is
Welcome,
nice,
Fiddle.
but the brush handle. Oh, welcome, Fiddle. Honestly, I could show you. I could open. So a while ago, I was sketching a little bit. I also tried a waifu here, and it's kind of nice. You know, it's kind of easier to draw mechanical stuff for some reason. I don't know why. Either it's because I drew a lot today, so I'm a little more warm, or it's actually easier. So I don't know. I find it easier to find like perspective lines. That's nothing to do with the program. Let's dispel that thing. But I think the brush handling, like the way it's smooth or smooths the the strokes helps a lot in getting a more mechanical design. At least for me, at least the way this brush feels. So I don't know. We'll
Is
see.
that a
We'll see what
robot
comes out of
dragon
this.
back there?
Yeah, it was a robot dragon sort of thing.
Man, I'm kind of the same way. I'm getting all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it's like I'm just so into robot dragon designs right now.
Yeah, yeah. I've been for a long time. It's just that I am not that good at designing and making mechanical stuff in general. But we'll see. I might get better, and then I will start cranking them out a little more. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
especially if you're gonna do the Bloodsting Spider for me.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm gonna use
Actually,
Clip Studio for that. Yeah.
yeah, I was actually before we got on, that was the one I was gonna mention is I was looking at the design for it, and I think I want to make some changes because the way it is right now, it seems like it might be a little difficult to actually make a final product out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the
Sure.
legs, the way that they are. Like that would be hard to do in a side view. But
A little bit. A little bit, I guess.
my
What do you think?
my idea was to like make it almost kind of like the body have like an hourglass shape to it. So the bottom half would be where the stinger, and then the top half of the hourglass would be like where the blood gets injected, and then like the middle section would be sort of like a swivel, like a pivot. So that's where the legs are attached. And so if you can imagine it, it's like the legs can move 360 degrees, that kind of thing, and
Yeah.
they basically just like swivel around on a little pivot.
That makes sense.
Actually, while you're doing this, I might just draw a quick idea
All
for that
right.
myself because it's kind of hard to explain, but when I show you,
No,
you'll
I think I
understand.
understand, but yeah, obviously having a visual cue of some kind is going to help. So
Oh, I
that's
hate when my secondary colors, I forget to change them. So whenever I start like a new thing in GIMP, my background is pink instead of white.
nice. See, I could even use some animal skull, but maybe it's creepier if it's just a modified human skull. Or maybe you could use a baboon skull. Those are creepy. Baboon or some sort of monkey. I guess the main thing here is finding out. This one looks like it's got pigtails, like on the side. Maybe I could have little ribbons, heart shaped little ribbons. How
Cute skull
nice!
spider.
That's so creepy. It's like one of those. I think it's a whole. There's a whole genre on like creepy, cute dolls. Not sure what the name is, but it is a thing because I've seen it. So, let's see. I don't even know if I want to add all of the legs of the spiders because there are a lot.
Okay, I got cut off.
Oh,
Uh, I was saying like it's like a necromancer like took a young dead girl's body and made the skull spider out of it.
oh, geez, that's very creepy. That's very creepy. How about horns? There you go. You also add the jaw could be different. Could play around with some little things. Let's see. Or maybe, well, I mean, you could also change around some proportions to this. Probably, what if it's a giant skull or bigger skull and actual spider legs? So at this point, it starts looking like a tick or something, I guess. This is supposed to be a small monster, so it's not a boss. It could have a little more of a simple shape. Could also be Like you could also have the spider legs hanging below the monster. Or I mean below the skull. One cool idea I came across was having not only the skull, but a mask, like a theatrical mask, hanging out of the skull,
Mm.
which was kind of creepy. I thought it was a cool idea. I might implement that.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not being silent on purpose. I'm
I
actually
know.
conceptualizing right now.
I know. I figured you were thinking about the sting spider, blood sting spider.
Well, yeah, I guess my thought was maybe we could try something a little more dynamic. Like maybe instead of it being on the ground, it has like a jumping air animation. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like the stinger is pointed at the party and it looks like it's in mid motion, like it's going to
Hmm.
latch on and sting them. I don't
That
know.
works.
I kind of like the idea of like a jumping spider monster.
That
'Cause
actually
jumping
looks like a jumping
spiders
spider.
are jumping spiders are terrifying.
Really? I don't know. I don't find you find is it serious or
Well, I mean, not really, but like, I'm kind of okay with spiders in general. But like when spiders start jumping around and start showcasing their acrobatic abilities, it's like, okay, you shouldn't be doing this, right?
I don't know. I never found jumping spiders particularly creepy, scary. Because they're
Have you ever had
generally
one
pretty.
jump on you?
I think I did enjoy, but how big are we talking about? Because the ones I saw they were very small, like very
Okay,
very small.
yeah, I'm talking about the ones that are like the size of your hand.
I didn't know there were jumping spiders that size. Honestly, I thought they were all very very small. Like the ones I've seen were smaller than, hey, I don't know, a quarter of my pinky nail, even smaller than that.
Actually, I'm looking at pictures of them. They're kind of cute.
Oh, they're kind of cute. Yeah, I know. Look, I started seeing them as cute because there was um a show for kids that my son used to watch named Lucas the Spider. So, oh, let's see that. Yeah, I mean, they're not. This is pretty small, by the way. You can probably see the
Yeah.
fibers of whatever he is on plastic. So, it is on. I don't know. I don't find them particularly scary. What I find scary are the bigger ones that are also fast, like Huntsman. Ah, I think I already recounted my encounter with
Oh,
a Huntsman.
jumping spiders have cool colors.
They do. They got a lot of colors, actually.
Look at this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I also use one of these for as a reference. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I am a big fan of the dark blue with red highlights on
Yeah.
monsters and animals. It's pretty cool. But man, I think a bunch of people join and then they realize you're not doing any more waifus, so they won't
I
sign
think
it.
so. Might have happened. Might have happened. Yeah, they might have been here because they thought, oh, he's gonna draw waifus again. Sorry, that's not anything.
But that
I did
waifu
it.
you made yesterday actually turned out really well.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I was pretty happy with it. I had a guy say that, apart from you, who's a Genshin player who said, "Hey, this would look pretty cool in Genshin and also another game," which he didn't mention. It's like, cool, okay. See, so if I ever run out of work, I guess I got another job guarantee.
Well,
Because
that
that's
is a
probably gonna be easy. Like if I post on Reddit saying I draw
yeah.
waifus like that, I'm probably gonna get spammed with a lot of job offers.
You're gonna get lots of commission requests.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Mostly probably gonna be not safe for work. But, uh, and hey, I'm gonna put your design on my pillow. And it's like, uh-huh. Yeah, gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, okay. Don't send me any pictures of you cuddling it
Yeah, please.
or doing anything else.
Yep, especially. So one of the reasons why I'm using Clip Studio anyway is because I was getting really upset with Photoshop. It keeps so for some reason now, whenever I choose a color, I pull stroke and it's like 100% opacity without pressure sensitivity or anything. Whatever I do, and that's really annoying. I don't know why it started. It just keeps happening, and so I'm like, okay, I'm tired. So I will see. I might even switch to Clip Studio completely, at least for my sketching phase. That doesn't seem to be a problem. We'll see if I can translate over the brushes that I use for the Minotaur. Probably. Because overall,
Dude.
yeah.
Photoshop sucks. I mean, it just for what you have to pay to use it, it's unbelievable.
Honestly, I've been very disappointed with Photoshop. Look, I didn't have problems when I was using like 2019 and earlier versions, but from 2020 onwards, it's like complete hell. Bugs over bugs over bugs. Like, come on, seriously? You make people pay a premium fee. You got these other tools that are like $50 for life, and they're working much better than your tool. So I mean,
And way more stable.
they are more stable, honestly. At least Psy. Okay, Psy is like super old. It's like I'm using the beta version. It doesn't have bugs. It doesn't do much, but it does what it does well. So, I mean, I only had to draw with that basically. I don't need anything else. I don't do photo bashing or like. I use very seldom use filters. So, let me get Photoshop, not Photoshop. This looks more like a crab than, probably than a skull, than a spider. But I guess it's fine. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do here. If I want to stay true to the okay, I could stay true to the concept and actually do it that way with three, three like oh well, this is similar. Is the when you drew it, did you imagine the legs coming out of the side of the skull or the bottom or anything else?
Let me look at it.
Right, can I have a new window here? Like, can I pop the navigator out? Yes.
I think, yeah, I think my idea was like some of them were coming from under, like the front legs were coming from under, and then the sides were coming from, I don't know, maybe like out of cracks in the skull on the side.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, one thing I'll have to figure out. Yeah.
They do look kind of crabby, but crabs and spiders are related, so that's fine.
One thing I have to figure out is how to pop a window like I do with Photoshop and Psy. I'm pretty sure there is a way to do that, and I'll figure it out. Not now, but I can do without now. Just so I can see what I have done, what I have basically here. This is this looks like some creepy dwarf. I don't know. Maybe the legs should not be underneath. Like not completely like hanging from the skull. We shall see. Oh, by the way, since you're busy, are you going to be here for the challenge tomorrow, or should I just take care of it?
No, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm mostly busy in the afternoon tomorrow.
Okay. See something. You know what? Like every time for one reason or the other, I start drawing mechs and robots and robotic stuff. I just keep wanting to do that, even if they don't look good. So all I think about is just like hinges and stuff that rotates around a pivot. That's my OCD-ness right there.
I totally understand. There's something satisfying about
There is
mechanical parts and then watching things pivot smoothly.
There really is. I also spend a considerable amount of time looking at Gundam designs. Not exactly Gundams, but like the more wacky ones that are a little like crazy with shapes and wings and all those like things that flare out like this. So that I really like that stuff. There's something oddly enticing about those. It's like I don't know, mechanical porn, I guess.
Well, I was never like as into it, but my brother, when he was like a teenager, he was really into like Gundam models and things like that. He'd buy them and then make them on the kitchen counter or whatever. Mm-hmm. And man, Gundam models were just so amazing.
Yeah. Like the way various parts are interconnecting and how the mechanism work, that's insane. That's really kind of genius. It's an engineering piece of art, basically. And it doesn't do much. It doesn't do anything. It's just a little model you put on the shelf. But the way it's engineered, it's just really cool. But yeah,
I'm kind of looking at some of the ideas to see which ones I'd like for you to do. I kind of want you to do the tiger kraken, but I know you're probably sick of sea creatures right now.
It's fine. I can do that.
I'd really like to see the magma raptor too. I think that'd be a cool design.
The raptor?
The magma raptor. I don't know. I might put the bloodsting spider away for a little bit while I think about its design some more. I think it's a cool concept, but right now it's hard for me to imagine, especially as a side view monster.
Yeah. It is kind of hard to... I mean, front view probably, yeah, but side view... It might be a little complicated.
The way I drew it is a front view.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like the duck cannon too. It's like a big mechanical toy cannon. And my idea is it has like the little cylinder on the back, so you know those little wind-up toys that have the key that you turn.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I was thinking. Like the little energy pack kind of rotates around.
That's pretty cool. These like the front legs, they totally look like, how do you call these? It's like still jaw. Do you still call them jaws for like antlions?
Yeah, antlion jaws.
I don't like antlion jaws. Pretty interesting. You also have some smaller stuff here. I'm basically looking for a good base silhouette to work off of. You also have some spikes of some sort.
This is pretty cool. I do like the angry eyes on the skull look.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is a good candidate. I like it. Or something like a punk crest. Yeah, I don't want them to be like too much skull and no anything else. So
Do you find smaller enemies harder to design than larger enemies?
sometimes, especially the ones with less limbs, it depends. Because you got to work with the silhouette a lot. So it's like a very condensed design. I was thinking about it today. I was working on some Ethermon, and I noticed that I have way more difficulty drawing the first form, like evolution, the base evolution, than the other ones, because it's got to be very chibi and very simple, but at the same time it needs to be attractive enough and unique enough. So yeah, probably smaller
Yeah,
things are a little more complicated.
I was thinking that too because I feel like a lot of people would think that smaller designs are easier to do since
No.
there's less detail. But I was thinking about that myself, especially when I've even drawn smaller things as concepts. It's kind of like you have to fit in an amount of detail, and especially for a monster, you've got to make it look like a monster in some way. So you have to include details that makes you think that this thing could hurt you, and that's harder to do with a smaller design than a larger design.
Yeah, it
It's like you
is.
have to condense all of that into something like you were saying.
Yeah, basically. Which is not easy. Not easy to do. Let's do. Oh, what if the skull is on the back? Like the face of the skull. If it's like facing this direction. Oh man, can I draw a skull upside down?
So it's like looking up.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Spiders often have designs on their abdomens.
Yeah. So if it's like, so instead of being like here, like the chin basically being here, so that would be like this. But what if it's like looking the opposite direction? Can I see if I can make it work? Like the cranium is in the front, and you see the top of the skull only. It's like a bulb. It's very disgusting. And then you should see parts of the front of the skull. Ooh, it's hard. I've never drawn a skull in this position, so I guess it's good. Good training, but yeah, it's clear. Oh, by the way, if anyone watching is also using Clip Studio and you wonder why, like how I can get the lasso tool so quickly, I rebound the. Can you say rebound? Yeah, I guess. The L letter to the lasso tool. It was previously something like a light bulb. I don't like it. It was useless, so I have to rebind it to what I needed because I've got one like special key of my one-handed keyboard that's devoted to the lasso tool. So that's just this gets me to do things a little faster. We'd also have the eyes here. It's like Krillin's head. That's weird. Looks like a robot more than a creature, but
Oh, okay. So you did it the opposite of how I thought you were gonna do it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, as I said, so the chin is not here in the front; it's in the back. But I don't know if it makes much sense because it's not very visible. Hmm, maybe I can
Yeah,
try and
my
put it in the
idea
middle.
was like flipping it the other way and having like the jaw be removed. So like the upper part would be sort of like a black hole, and you could put like a little wispy spirit or something.
Oh, hmm.
That's
That
kind
could
of like
be
a
it.
one eye or
Let
something.
me take my own skull here. Not my actual skull, my model. I mean, it's not exactly empty. Without that, the only thing that's empty is the upper part of the mouth that creates that arch. Um, or it could be broken and completely empty in that case, yeah.
Hello, cheese. I figured you would show up.
Hello, cheese. We're still waiting for your entry for the Minotaur. If you want to participate, please do. Please show some goodwill to our nice, fine audience. So,
Yeah, I
okay.
shared mine.
Right. Okay, so let's try what Chase said. Let's see if I can draw a skull upside down, man. That's hard.
Yeah, I haven't even begun that. Yeah, we kind of
Oh,
figured.
man. Yeah. It's okay. Just get something done, please. We no obligation except that you have to do it.
Oh, yeah, you did, Chase. It's a cool idea. I thought it was a cool idea too. A little bit of a different take. But
I cannot draw skulls like that, so I'm going to draw a normal skull and then I will flip it. Actually, if I can just draw it. Let's see. If I can draw it this way. Maybe let's see.
yeah, cheese. I always try to come up with ideas that are different than like if I'm gonna draw a goblin, I'm not just gonna draw like a standard fantasy goblin. I always try to do something a little different with my designs.
Yeah, me too. Sure. I totally do not draw things in a stereotypical way. Not
Well,
me.
I've got no problem with that. I'm just saying like that isn't how I think. You know,
Yeah.
I I I, I really
No, I
like
can't do that.
originality.
Understandable. I like it too. I'm just not as good at doing it.
Like if you could see all of the designs that Nemo has made for my game, they're pretty original monster designs. Like they're not stuff that you see in normal games. So
Yep. Only psychedelic games. I might need a 3D skull to do this. It's so hard. Or
I mean,
not. Like, yeah.
they're not like totally wacky. I mean, the Fardaric isn't that wacky or anything, but it's not
No.
something you see in a lot of games.
Yeah. They're pretty unique.
Wonder what take Chase would have on my critters. I've never seen your critters.
Nobody has. You should post them again. I know I'm pushing you a lot. He's gonna hate me for this, but I always push him to publish his stuff. He doesn't because he's very shy. But you can't be. So you should post your stuff. Just post it. You know, like Shia LaBeouf. That's how you say it, right? Yeah, kind of like that. He
Yeah.
says, "Just do it," like that.
We're
Kind
also
of like that.
friends on Discord, Cheese, so you can DM them to me if you want.
He doesn't do it with me either. In any case. I have very few, very few, very few a long time ago at this point. I've seen some sculpts he did on maybe 2 months ago on that he did with ZBrush, but that's pretty much it. Drawing like the creatures he drew, no, not those. Okay, what if it's an open?
Cheese, you said you were working on horses right now, right? I can't remember. Did you say you were doing that as part of a commission, or is that just something you're doing in your free time? Oh, you're getting it, Nemo. That was my idea.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add the jaw though, because otherwise I don't know exactly how to fill.
Yeah, you're right. It looks better with the jaw, actually. It's a cool idea.
This is not too bad. I'm gonna have to use some good reference for this, because man, this skull is wacky.
It was on your free time as anatomical studies. Okay, well, you could have also watched Nemo's Kelpie streams if you wanted that.
Yeah. I have become, since watching probably too many motivational ex-Navy SEALs podcasts, I have become very much an action person. So I'm like, I'm done with studying. I will study while I work on it. That's why I'm cranking out all these finished stuff, these finished things, because I'm like, okay, I prefer to just make something finished, like crank out a lot of finished pieces. Even like, it doesn't have to be 100% rendered, but at least something finished. Like it's gonna be a black and white something. In that way, I am improving a lot actually. So I highly recommend it over just studying, because when you study, you don't really have a purpose except studying. You don't have to make something that looks like marketable or anything. But if you make a finished piece, it's gotta look presentable. So it's fine to study at some point, but if all you do is studying, you're gonna the difference between doing that and doing actual work is insane. So like the value you just get out of completing something, also emotionally, like very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying. So
Nemo's what streams? The Kelpie streams, the water horse. He did a lot of anatomical studies before he started working on
yeah,
them.
I did.
I actually think there was like 2 streams that were nothing but horse studies.
Yeah,
before he
maybe
actually started.
3. Yeah, 3 I think. I kind of rethought that. Like, I don't know if it's actually a good idea to do it unless you're really unfamiliar with the thing. But you could do sketches or like a more realistic piece. I actually learned more about at least bull's head anatomy because of the challenge than probably just sitting down and studying oxen. Okay, this is not too bad, and there could be something like a flame here.
Oh yeah, those were pretty nice. Yeah, that's where Trojan Pig originated from.
Yeah, that's right. Trojan pig. Unforgettable Trojan pig. I do like this one, honestly. Might work a little
I
bit
was
on the
just
proportions, yeah?
I was thinking just make it like an orb of light in there, almost like an eye.
Oh, in the eye? Or in the mouth?
No, in the mouth. It's like the eye is in the mouth.
Okay. Okay,
It's like one of those crystal skulls where like they have the jewel in the mouth, except this is like a flamey spirit thing.
Yeah. Okay, one thing Clip Studio does bad is selecting, I guess.
Trojan Pig sounds like a mascot. Well, I asked Nemo to do a Trojan horse, and it turned into Trojan Pig.
Just because you said it was a pig, it wasn't a pig. It's just that it didn't look good.
It looked like a pig.
It looked like, but it wasn't. Intention matters.
That's also where Toilet Horse originated.
Toilet Horse is nice, but I think I lost Toilet Horse.
Oh, don't say that.
I think I did, but I hope it's still in the videos, in one of the videos, so I can probably just trace over it. I might have lost it because I think I erased it accidentally when I drew the Kelpie on other layers. I'm not sure. No, probably not.
R.I.P. Toilet Horse.
So this one is the last one with the orb is actually pretty nice. I also like the way the skull is like, because the jaw is, in this case it's intentionally not, opening properly. It's like dislocated a little bit. It's,
Yeah.
just a dead skull. It's a dead skull, a dead person's skull. So let's see if I can play around with that kind of idea.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think it's a neat take on the idea.
It is. Although yours, okay, yours technically had like eyes like this, glowing red dots.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Okay.
It's just an idea. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah. See, what I'm saying, I'll keep saying it about Clip Studio. I don't know why. I find it so easy to just draw three-dimensional stuff. It's insane. There's gonna be something in the. I don't even have stabilization turned on. What the hell is wrong with this software? Or right? Because Photoshop doesn't have it. With Photoshop, I feel so much like I'm slipping, or the pen is slipping a little bit. This one doesn't. I have like much more control. It's very much more similar to paper. Although the surface is obviously the same. I'm using the same tablet. This is insane. I wasn't expecting it.
Like I said, Photoshop sucks.
Yeah. I haven't really been using this ever since I stopped working on the Ethermon. And so since I have to work with them again now, so I'm like, okay, I gotta reinstall it, get my license back, and so I tried it out. I'm like, oh, that's nice, that's neat.
Ooh, you're using Clip Studio. It's been my primary tool for digital. I actually prefer it over Photoshop. Yeah. Photoshop sucks, like I said 3 times already. Considering what you have to pay for it.
Yeah, well, that's basically it. Like, why does it have to be so damn expensive? Why? Okay, like you could split it. You can make one version for drawing and one version for photo stuff, and then you can charge differently. Because obviously, I guess photographers earn way more than an artist, a broke artist. So maybe. But no, like for drawing, yeah, it's been being used a lot for that. But nowadays, I think there are tools that are way better, including Clip Studio. As I said before, if I find a way to get those brushes that I made in Photoshop in Clip Studio, I'm gonna switch because it's just way better. So
that's true. The price is ridiculous. I regret getting the subscription. Well, you are a pleb for not pirating. I'm just kidding. For anyone listening, I do not condone practices. Obviously, if you've watched my streams, I do not condone pirating. Clip Studio has a download store. Okay, interesting.
Clip Studio does have a download store. Yeah. Clip Studio actually has a lot of community support. Seen, which is neat. Obviously, the downside to Clip Studio is that most of the stuff is very anime-ish or comic bookish because it's, I guess, the engine and the default brushes lend themselves to that kind of style. That said, I think you can probably get the same result that you get in Photoshop in Clip Studio. With some things, like the things I do, probably, yes. So I will see. I have to try, obviously, before I know. Oh, okay, what if they come out of here? Something like this is a little better. It's so creepy. Oh, and it's like hanging. Look at that. This is cool. I like this. Could also have the orb somewhere, but I don't know if it's clear enough. It's clear in my head, but basically this one is like hanging from a wire,
Yeah, from the ceiling.
Yeah, and it's kind of well hovering basically. Like the legs are lifted. It's only got 6 so far, so let's see if we can. I like this one. So we got 2 candidates. I do both. I don't know. Although, man, they're both cool. I'm gonna clean them up. So let's. Can I duplicate here like I do in Photoshop? Let's see. Probably not. It's probably Control D in Clip Studio. Hey, why is it not working? Probably Control D. Let's try. It's not Control J. This is gonna be okay. Control C, Control V. Okay, let's see. Oh, V doesn't work to move. Damn it! How do you move? Is this cut? No. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sorry for that. I just don't know how to use it. It's not V. V is not. What's the K? I don't have K here. You know, let me. So is it move? Yeah. Move, move, and rotate. Is it this?
It's not V. V for Vendetta.
Yeah. V is comfortable though because it's like the last key on the one hand. Okay, move layer. There you go. Edit shortcut V. All right. So now V. So I go to brush and then I go V. Okay, perfect. That works. And Control T, flip horizontal. Oh gosh, yeah, it's basically the same as Photoshop. This could be. Okay, let's see which one I want first. I'm gonna try this first. I might actually want to get rid of this and maybe rotate it a little bit. Still hanging. Oh, another good thing is this, like the preview on where you're actually tracing the straight line. That's so useful. Not that I need it. I'm so precise, right? I'm never gonna need it, but you know, it's good to have it. Okay, so let me reduce the opacity.
Triangle. What an interesting design choice.
Triangle, yeah. Absolutely.
Let's just add a big triangle.
This one is. Oh, I'm gonna flip this horizontal too, to see how it looks the other way. Okay.
Emperor of Cheese, are you still there?
Where's the new layer? We're gonna do. So okay, another cool thing is let me actually try it. So I don't know if it works with this. Yeah, I guess it does because it changed the way it's working. So this vector layer, this is a normal layer. You can see this one is blending and this one does not. Because when I do this, and then I go to eraser and vector, look at that. So I can stroke this and it erases the whole thing. This is just so cool. So if there's any spillover, like you do hair, if you're drawing hair, you do like this, right? Very gestural strokes. Then you go to the vector eraser, it's like bam, bam, fixed. This is just so freaking convenient. So, okay.
Yeah, that's a little advanced for me.
I'm just excited to use it again because it's been very useful back in the days. You know?
Yeah, I just download hair strand brushes and kind of willy-nilly paint them.
Or you can just take real hair from a photo and use that. I think cheese is gone.
That's a shame because I had an idea for the Minotaur if he was struggling with coming up with an idea.
Oh, I'm sure he would reply, no, I'm not struggling. I just cannot find the time.
Well, I had another idea, and I eventually went with the Minotaur. But my other idea was to make a matador Minotaur. I thought that would be a very interesting, ironic
Yeah,
idea.
that's pretty ironic.
It's like a Minotaur, but he's got the red mantle, and he's got like a oh, he could actually he could that pose you did the other day for Gentleman Jack with the rapier. He could have that and give him nice
Oh,
like a
right.
big
Yeah,
hat.
that would be that would be pretty cool. Yeah, this is turning out to be a normal skull. Like maybe a little more squeeze than a normal skull. With the very teethy teeth. Yeah, something like this probably. I'm not necessarily going with this. I'm just gonna clean up both and see which one I like most.
The muleta, that's what I was thinking of.
You mean is it the name of the hat?
No, that's the muleta is the like the little red cape they use when
Okay.
they're trying to draw in the bull. I know that because that's an item I have in the game. I had an idea
Okay.
for it. Like you equip it to a character and it taunts the enemy. I always come up with crazy ideas like that for the game because I want stuff to be a little more interesting and useful.
I wonder if I should give it spider teeth. Like just two giant teeth.
This Tarantscula is coming along nicely. Geez, were you here? Did you hear my idea for the Minotaur? I don't know if you already had an idea or not, but if you need one, I just said one.
It looks like a tongue. Let's forget it.
That idea is too good for him.
Yeah. This goes back in the darkness here. It's probably something like this.
What idea? No, I'd still like to hear it. Oh, well, I was just saying, like, if you didn't have an idea for the Minotaur design, my other idea, other than the Minotaur that I made, was a Matador Minotaur. So, like, it would be a Minotaur, but it would have, like, the Matador cape, and you could give it, like, a rapier or something. Sort of like a noble Minotaur. And I just thought it was a very ironic idea.
It really is. But he's got one day. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
gonna be able to pull it out. That's complicated, probably, to do one day.
Maybe Cheese knows by first nature how to draw matadors, but
That's neat. I guess. Let's see, where do I get this? Okay, what's this point again? I forget to add the eyes here.
that's pretty funny. I could see that. I may keep it traditional since I won't spend much time if I do it tomorrow. Yeah. I understand.
Oh yeah, right. You still get the that's what it was. Man, that's creepy though. Jesus, this is really creepy. It's creeping me out.
But Chase is a good idea generator. He would make a good co-host. Oh, so you're saying I'm the sidekick? All right, whatever.
Oh, I'm so liking this one now, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It makes it kind of hard to choose. I do both. I don't know. Like male and female, I don't know, something like that. Because I'm honestly liking both of these. Let's see if I... Do I need other legs? Yeah, something like that, probably there. And then what I want to do is add... Oh, red, obviously. But...
I mean, you could do both and include them both in the back if you wanted to.
Yeah, I might.
I mean, these aren't large designs, so shouldn't be too difficult.
No, it shouldn't take too long to render, obviously. The hardest part here is usually just this. Could probably tilt the jaw a little bit. It's not like a normal skull, obviously. It's a little wacky, but... I mean, it's not like it could be, anyway.
We could make it wacky. Yeah, put a clown nose on it and...
There you go.
Undead clown.
You know what? Maybe it should have a clown nose. That's actually even more creepy. Look at that.
You know what? Actually...
What if I move it here? That's pretty creepy. It's not too bad.
Who's laughing now, punk?
Jeez. Okay, we'll see.
We do need other ideas for monsters in this pack.
I have the Ghoulie, so I have Gentleman Jack Ghoulie, this, the Abomination that I drew as a sketch. I guess it's gonna be a boss. And then we need one. No, wait. Wait a second, I lost count. No, I need two more.
Well, I mean, you could go for traditional kind of Halloween monsters. You could do like a werewolf or something. A wolfman.
Good. Yo, dude. Get the eyes like this. Like Fisher's. Probably not. Probably gonna be empty-eyed. Well, I think I'm gonna leave this like this because...
So, is it a creature that uses a skull as its home, like a bagworm? I don't know. I kind of thought it was just like a product of like dark magic or something.
Yeah, something like this. So what if I really wanted to add like Oni type of tusks. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's gonna be too much.
Can I ask you something?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Well, it's related to the eyes you just made. So, like, is there a reason why sometimes characters in Japanese anime and games have the closed eyes?
I've seen some people like that in Japan. They look like that.
Like you remember like Brock from Pokemon?
Yeah. Because some people in Japan
have,
I've seen people in Japan whose eyes are basically just if this is okay. So if this is a normal eye, right? Let's pretend this is a normal eye, or a little more Japanese. Okay, let's take it. Let's add an epicanthic fold here. It's something like this in Japan. Those have like this, basically. They're not old, but they are always like this. They're always like squinting. I don't know why. They're just like that. I think that's the kind of people that they represent that way. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave the Oni tusks because I like them. Something like that, probably. Yeah, I like it this
Don't
way.
make fun of my eye shapes. Is that how your eyes are?
No, that's
Oh.
not. Absolutely not. It's really not like that. Uh, okay, we probably need one more leg sticking out of somewhere. I mean, we still have it here, so.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, sorry, what?
Oh, it was my. Never mind. I coughed.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, I think this is good to go. I might do this and the other, so let me go back to the previous one, the other that's there. Just gonna move it and draw it.
I wonder if that's the reason Brock has a hard time. Well, I think he has a hard time because doesn't he have like 10 brothers and sisters in the anime or something?
I think so.
And his dad is like a deadbeat or something.
Hey, do you prefer the version with tusks or the version without? And also cheese. Cheese and cheese. Cheese and cheese.
Well, she said that the tusks might get in the way if it's biting, but I don't think it's biting is the main
I
method
don't think
of
it
attack.
matters. Also, they're kind of on the side. They're going outwards, so no, it doesn't matter. It's like they're closing like here, basically. So I don't think it matters a lot. Yeah, I don't want to be that specific. So okay, we got a glowing orb. Oops, not here. Here. Let's call this. Oh, I can't rename. Oh, you cannot name layers. Oh, okay, that's not good. You cannot name layers in Clip Studio.
Oh, hello,
Oh, I can.
Cat.
Hello, Keycat.
Hello, good night. Oh, okay.
Good night. It's still day here. Wait, it's like
Same.
was in the U.S. Yeah.
I would imagine Asia probably if it's night there.
If it's night, yeah. If it is night,
you could have them deviate from the mouth. What?
They are deviating. They are deviating. You can't really tell. Like I can't do them like this because they're getting in the way of other things. Like if I do this, no, I think they look good like that. Honestly,
for the one on the ground with the orb, you should give it like very spiky fangs. It's almost like it's caged.
Spiky fangs, you said?
Like put some like spiky fangs on the bottom jaw and the top jaw.
Okay, something. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let's go first. So the process in the front is usually bigger. Oop. I got my trusty Mari here. He's called Mari, demonic skull.
No, I meant their point of origin, like a warthog. Okay.
I'll see. Okay, let's see how this is a complicated perspective. You damn it. This is really complicated. Might take me a few attempts.
Or a Babe Rusa. Yeah. Those are interesting. You've never seen one before?
Maybe not in English.
They're like those deer pigs, so they have like the tusks, and then on like the upper part of their nose, they have the curved horns.
Okay, yeah. I know what you mean. I think
They're
actually,
very strange.
cheese was Cheese showing them to me some time ago.
I think there's one in God of War. Oh.
No. From Asia. Where from? Exactly. I don't know if I ever asked you. I'm sorry if I did, because I've got a terrible, terrible, terrible memory. It's terrible memory. This is gonna be hard. Okay. Skull is also here. And this is 2. Okay, something like that. So if this one takes me too long, I will live stream that, like the one I did, and then I will do this on my own time. So be cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw the processes inside the mouth because that's insane. Hey, I can see the sinuses here. Look. Too bad
I am from
people can't see
Indonesia. Cool.
All right.
We have an Indonesian and a Filipino in
That's
our
right.
Discord and chat.
Yep. That is right. Oh, by the way, Hikat, are you gonna join? I don't know if you draw, but if you do, are you gonna join the creature design challenge? Yeah, the Minotaur.
Nemo, I posted a picture of a Babirusa, so you can
Oh
see
yeah,
what she's
I
talking
still
about.
I understand what it is, but let's see. Let me just show it. Right. There you go. That's
Doesn't even look like a real animal.
No, sadly is. Sadly for him, it.
What's the next creature design? Are you talking about the challenge? Because we were thinking a cockatrice.
Yeah, the current one is a Minotaur, as you probably saw. The next one is probably going to be a cockatrice. You know that like demon chicken monster dragon. How should I describe that to people who don't know it? I mean, if you played an RPG, you probably know it, but it's some sort of dragon chicken. I guess that's probably the best way to describe
It's
it, right?
it's like a wyvern chicken, known for petrification.
Like the basilisk, basically. It's a chicken and not a snake.
Well, actually,
So,
it's more like a gorgon or Medusa.
I guess. Probably gonna draw it like a chicken.
There's a
Likely.
cockatrice in my game.
That looks like a chicken?
Yes, actually. Well, I mean, the RTP has a cockatrice,
Yes,
but
it
mine is
does.
kind of a modification of that one
Okay.
that I got from.
Something like this. I think a little more creative liberty on the challenge would be cool in the future. Maybe more personal design. No. No, because it's a challenge, and so otherwise it's just draw whatever you want. That's not a community thing anymore, right? That's why it's a challenge, because you got to draw something that other people are drawing at the same time.
I mean, the personal design, that's up to you. Nemo said just draw a Minotaur. I took that and made something totally different out of it. So
just saying
can't just
draw whatever you want that's not challenging.
Yeah, just draw whatever and then we'll see which one's the best. That's not helpful.
You can't do that. Because you can't tell which one is the best if everything is different or too different, right? Because
Because if one person draws like a robot dragon and then the other makes like a very fantasy sort of goblin, it's like, what is the basis of comparison between those two?
Right. It's going to be very complicated to judge them. At which point it's like, well, draw whatever you want in any style you want. Just draw something. It's like, it wouldn't be very fun or easy to judge. It would be very complicated, actually. So, yeah, let's stick to a topic. At least a vague topic. I mean, a cockatrice can be interpreted in many ways as well. Like a minotaur, like Chase said.
Yeah, I've seen tons of different cockatrices. I've seen some that they just make it an actual chicken, except they give it like lizard attributes, and others take that like almost like a Tyrannosaurus or something, like a big feathered dinosaur kind of thing. There's lots of ways to interpret it. No, that's not what I meant. I meant not a specific mythological creature, but maybe it could be a series of 2 or 3 creatures from life and create a mythological creature out of it. And that kind of is what most mythological creatures are, though.
Yeah. You mean like make your own? I mean, like design a new mythological creature. It might be a little too difficult for a lot of people. I mean, it's a good idea. It's interesting, but I wonder if, because that takes a long time. Because you got to come up with some sort of mythology, right? You can't just mix 2 creatures like that. Or you could, like, you could take 2 random creatures and mix them, but
Challenge, maybe I can. I like to draw like monster, but my style look like anime. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Keycat.
yeah, as long as it's not furries. The only thing that's not accepted is furries. But anime is. I mean, this stuff also looks like anime, kind of. But it's based on Granblue. That looks a lot like anime. And yesterday we drew an anime girl, so anime is not a big deal. As long as it's not
cheese.
furry.
What you're talking about, I kind of did that the other day when I was talking with Nemo about like spinning the bases and then taking a couple of the bases to come up with an idea. That's where the Rhino Dragon came from. Idea is I spun the wheel and got rhinoceros, and then I spun it and got dragon. But Nemo wants to stick to specific like mythological things, not like a combination of stuff.
Yeah, at least for this one. I mean, these are just ideas, obviously, to start with. Then, as people draw and the community grows, we can all do something else. Like we draw a mechanical dragon. Like, could be a legit thing. I just feel like it might be too complicated for a lot of people there in the Discord right now. So I choose Minotaur because it's arguably easier to draw than a cockatrice. I think.
Yeah, and I think just based on what I've seen from people sharing in the Discord, I think a lot of them go for more traditional stuff anyway. I don't see a lot of people posting like machines or mechs, that kind of thing.
So
because those are harder.
Yeah, they're very hard especially for beginners, because maybe they don't respect it that well, right? So probably stick to something a little simpler. You're like if you want to do a mechanical Minotaur now, you can. By all means, please do. We love to see alternative designs. If that's what you want to do. There's not, it's the only caveat there is really is just do not draw furry, please. But everything else is pretty much do whatever you want with the idea of Minotaur. It could even be a spaceship that looks like a Minotaur or a robot. It's fine. That's why I said any style is okay. Stuff like that. So I don't think it's that limited. At least in my, original idea of it. It wasn't supposed to be.
Mine is literally an industrial waste monster.
Yeah. Minotaur.
You're only limited by your creativity, my friend.
Pretty much. Oh, why does this one does like Clip Studio does like Psy does. So when I tab away for a second, it becomes like white. The color becomes white. It's pretty. Still pretty simple. It looks really more like a crab than a spider, but it's fun.
And Emperor of Cheese, if you need ideas, hit me up, man. I cannot draw worth a lick, but I have plenty of ideas.
It's true, he does. Yeah, thanks God I did that the crab thing. I drew a lot of crabs, so I got familiar with the whole type of leg that they have. This one magnification.
Nemo know about Grand Blue Fantasy. I still play this game until now. Yeah, a lot of his style is based off of Grand Blue.
I would say mostly, apart from the recent stuff that I'm trying to kind of do a little more realistic stuff. I wouldn't say realistic, but a little more painterly, I guess. Most of it, like the finish, is 100% ripped off Grand Blue, and I'm not ashamed of saying that.
Well, fair enough. But I would still like to see what people cooked up on Sundays. If I can't submit, I still want to see all the nice designs. Well, a lot of them are already posted in the Discord. Geez.
Yeah. I really like Alessandro's take. He actually, I was in his stream when he was drawing that, and he was getting mad because he wanted to make it like legend accurate. So he was like looking up the color of the thread and stuff. So he put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah, his is an actual scene. It's cool.
Yeah. He also took my advice a little bit because I was, as I said, I was there. So he did follow some of the things that I told him, like the composition wise. So I think it turned out pretty well.
Who's the other one that posted? I don't know their name. It's like Tanya.
I think Tanya something.
Yeah.
Tanya.
Is that like a preview or a finished product?
I think it's finished. Probably. I think so. Okay. All right. Okay. So I did finish the liner for this. So the whole inside part could be just dark. What do you think, Chase? This one is not too bad either.
What do I think about the design, or?
Yeah, like, do you think this is like?
I think that they're both cool. I mean, if you have time, you could do both of them.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do both. I'm gonna do the version with teeth. So, I want to play around a little bit. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, KeyCat Cheese. Do you guys have a favored version of this one?
Yeah. Which one do you prefer? The one on the ground or the one? This is probably not a good idea. Maybe you can make this ever so slightly larger.
And Cheese likes the hanging one.
I like.
Oh, welcome back, Zen. We're actually getting ready to finish
welcome
here.
back. Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute left. I know. I like both. Obviously, this skull is a little more realistic than the other one because the proportions here are completely invented.
I will say, personally, I feel like the hanging one, this is just me, I feel like the hanging one is more of a Western design and the bottom one is more of like a Japanese design.
Yeah.
1 minute, you giving time limit for sketching? Well, no.
No, gotta eat. I get a time limit for the live stream because I have to eat. So. Oh, maybe horns could help. How can I duplicate a layer again? Yeah, 1 minute because it's gonna be. It is now 6:30, and I have to cook and eat. So sadly, I don't really have more than about an hour and a half usually to stream. I'm gonna add the. I think that makes a lot like a Japanese thing, a lot like wacky Japanese stuff. So there you go. My phone is telling me that I have to go. Okay. I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, I think you're right. Like the hanging one is a little more Western.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hanging one almost seems like a D&D creature.
It does. So I'm probably gonna do the demon skull spider from of the right, like the right one. 12:30 midnight. Yeah, I guess it's very late, or somewhat late. So I'm gonna let you sleep, and I'm gonna let everybody do whatever they have to do. I guess. So tomorrow we're not gonna continue this because we're gonna do the wacky monster design challenge, which already produced some good amount of monsters that I should turn to a finish. And I probably will because I've got some free time now these days. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you, Fiddle, who joined first, KeyCat, Emperor Cheese, Zen as well, and Chase, obviously, for the help. So we're gonna come back tomorrow. Let's get ready for the challenge and see what comes out of the wheel. All right?